Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Dude.
I'm Johnny.
Today we're going to do an art project with you. We have a lot of Disney pins, but we're running out of wall space to display them. So we thought, how else could we display them? Well, we did see another interesting idea that we tried out and we absolutely love it. So why not share it with you? It involves taking those old VHS movie clamshell cases and we're going to create really cool Disney pin storage out of those and possibly even gift ideas you could give to your friends and family. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys. So what you're going to need for today's project is all laid out right here. Very simple. You're going to need a foam board, right? This is that 1/4-inch foam board you can get at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, any place like that. This piece is $2. All right, it cost us. This will take care of about 12 gift ideas or pin storage in these, all right? This will handle about 12 of them. You're also going to need cork. These cork squares also can be bought in many places. Menards has them. I think they're more like $8 or $9 at Menards. We got these at Hobby Lobby for $6.50, right there. And you get 4 sheets in there. That's enough to do 12 projects, all right? So very minimal. We're talking here about what, 50, 75 cents. You need a ruler. You need some glue of some type. We're going to use E6000. This is about $5 to $6 for this size. But you can use Gorilla Glue, whatever. You could even use double-sided tape. You're going to need a utility knife that's sharp, right, with a sharp blade in there. I like using an X-Acto knife, and I'll show you why, but I use both. But you can get by with one or the other. And then some type of a marking device, a pen or something. And then, of course, you're going to need a cutting board. You don't want to cut on your good countertop or anything. And finally, you're going to need your clamshell case, right? We took the movie out. So we chose to use 101 Dalmatians and Cinderella for this because we've got some pins that are not stored yet on our wall. And we're going to store them in these boxes. You can store whatever pins or gifts, collectibles you want inside of the 101 Dalmatian. We're just going to choose to store the 101 Dalmatian pins in that box so that it becomes kind of our library. All right? And then, again, we have some pins and stuff here and a key, a Disney key, and a little card here that says happy birthday. We're going to work that into our project today. So with that said, I'm going to clear the table and we're going to get started on showing you how to make this. Okay, guys, first thing we're going to do is take your case here, open it up, and we need to get the inner dimensions of the case here, right? So we're going to measure that out to the insidemost part of that plastic, and that's 4 1/8 by 7 3/8. All right. And the first thing we're going to cut is the foam board. The foam board doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because you're not going to see it once we put the cork on top of it, right? So 4 1/8 by 7 3/8 is our measurement. The reason you need cork and foam board is because the pins will be too long. I should say the pins are too long to just be supported by just the cork. So we need that extra depth. So we're going to say 4 1/8, right? So your pen, you're not going to see your pen marks. Don't worry about them. So 4 1/8, you're going to measure to there. And then from the ends, you're going to do 7 3/8. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this right away to cut 2 of them. So I'm going to measure a little bit longer here. 7 3/8 is our measurement. Okay. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but we're going to take that. That's your guideline, right? And we have our 4 1/8. And then we're going to do another 4 1/8. You could choose to do these separately, one at a time, in case you're worried about your cut lines, but we're going to be really good on our cut lines, so we're going to be risky. Again, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect on this board. All right, so what I'm doing then is setting that aside. For the foam board, I find that an X-Acto knife works a little better than the utility knife. I guess if you had a sharp utility knife, it will work just fine. So we're gonna just cut that off, right? I always put the part I'm cutting off and don't care about to the right side, not in, so that I'm not damaging anything. But you're basically, and parents, you're gonna wanna help your kids with this, right? We don't want any cut off fingers, right? You're gonna very easily, see how nice that X-Acto works on that? And then you're gonna take the other line, and we're gonna go that way. The kids will have fun putting the pins in and whatnot after you've gotten the cutting done, right? This is a very simple project. Won't take you long at all. So what we're doing is cutting 2 foam boards for our 2. So that's all the foam board we really need for these 2 different cases. We're gonna set that aside. And what I do is I use this as my guide on my cork. You could do it, you could measure again if you wanted and do it that way. But what I do is I take then my utility knife. So on cork, it's a little bit different to deal with than the foam board. It's a little choppy, right? They're made up of little cork pieces. So I kind of give it a little bit of a tug as I'm doing the first cut, kind of like this, because I'm digging the blade down into the cork the first round. And you're gonna see by the last one here, the third one, I can just zip. But I don't want the cork being broken on the edges. That's important, right? So I'm gonna do that one more time here. And then I'm gonna just do a nice straight edge cut there. All right, so we've got one, right? This little tiny fur on the edge, don't worry about it. Perfect. Then we're gonna take the uncut side over here on your cork, right? I'm gonna line that up again. And we're gonna do it again for this one. Again, you're gonna wanna do this instead of having your little ones do it. And then the third one, you should just be able to cut like that, right? You're gonna appreciate this little jagged thing I'm doing and poking it down the first time because it's gonna keep your cork from having bad edges, okay? All right, 2 of those, 2 of those. Put this aside. And now we go back to our case here, right? Well, let's just try her out. Again, this one here, you're not gonna see. So you wanna make sure you're opening the case, it's not upside down. You can actually put this and do the cork on both sides. It's just that this side is not as deep. And you don't want, if you are doing pins, you don't want your pins clanging on each other. So I leave this for a note like happy birthday or something, we'll get into that. So this is gonna fit in there really nicely. The next thing we need to do is take our glue. You don't need a lot of this, okay? You just dab that. You wanna definitely get your 4 corners and then do a little extra inside here. At least that's what I do. Okay. Kids can help with that. Flip that over. And I don't care that the price tag's on there. You're not gonna see this. And you're gonna shove that right down in there, okay? Perfect. Okay, then you're gonna follow up with the next thing. You're gonna take your cork and do the exact same thing. So this looks like my nice side. I'm gonna put a little glue on here. You can put the glue on here or you can put it like on this whiteboard in here, right? Either one. I'm just gonna rub a little on there. Then we're gonna glue that, put that back on there for a second. Then you take your cork, lay it in there carefully, because your cork can break. Now it's not gonna break. It's got a nice snug fit, right? That's it. That's the main thing of this project other than the fun parts, right? The decorating. Okay, so there's one. And now you can lay this aside if you'd like to, and choose to, and put cups or something on here to kind of, while it dries, you can do that. So I'm gonna grab something here quick. I'll grab a speaker. We'll just put that there for now. Then we're gonna grab our other case. So that one was Cinderella. We're gonna take our 101 Dalmatian and we're gonna repeat the process, right? Isn't this fun? What's cool about this is I could have thrown this out. I could have put it in a rummage sale for a quarter, right? Instead, we have a neat way to store our pins. Or a really neat package for a gift for somebody who enjoys this type of thing, right? Okay, and we're going to take our other cork. Looks beautiful. One more time. So really, when you get down to it, these 12, you could do 12 of these, and each one's going to cost you about $1.25 to $1.50 max. Okay. Very, very inexpensive. That's not including the movie case here, but you're going to get those for a quarter to 50 cents at any shop if you don't have them already. Don't throw away your movies. There's a lot of people out there. My sister has grandkids. You know that they'll kids. She likes the kids being able to put the movies in and out of the machine themselves, so they don't need the case. The movie has the Little Mermaid name on it. They can tell. So don't just throw those away. And that is that, right? Now, I'm going to turn that so we don't have a mess. And now the fun part starts. All right, so this one here is 101 Dalmatians. We've got 2 pins here. And I've got a 101 Dalmatian Disney key. I don't know if everybody out there has seen those, but they're awesome by the collectors. They love that. And I pulled out this happy birthday card. The reason I pulled this out is because while you could fill up this cork with different pins or whatnot, another option would be to maybe store my 2 pins in here. I'm not going to press them down yet. I'm going to show you why. And a Disney key. What an awesome gift idea or storage way to house these. I am just going to show you one more little trick here. So this happy birthday card I had on hand. So it says love you. We're going to cut that off. You can use anything you might have, old birthday cards that you like the covers of or whatnot. Cut that off. Perfection's not what we're going for. We're going for fun, right, in this video. And then I'm going to make sure I'm keeping on the happy birthday, but I don't want it quite so thick. So I'm going to cut this off. And again, please help your children with this stuff, with the cutting. All right. And what you can do with this is use it as a really fun inside. Say this one, I'm not going to keep it from my storage collection. I'm going to give this one as a gift to somebody I know who loves the 101 Dalmatians, right? So we're going to take the happy birthday. It's the birthday coming up. We're going to put that right there. Then we're going to take the I love you. Who doesn't like to be told that somebody loves them? And we're going to throw this little bit glue on this. This is so fun. I mean, talk about Christmas ideas, right? Or birthday ideas, either one. And we're going to move those for a second. And we're going to put this, because the pins will go right through that paper. Don't worry about it. This was a gift. They'll always remember that you told them that you love them. All right. Then we're going to take this pin, shove it in there. There's right into the cork. Take this one here. And then there's this. Now, these things a lot of times will come with a tag. And this one happens to not. So there's a couple options for us here. One, we could either take a string of some type and string it around and then pin the string on. I have an extra, I'll be right back. I have an extra pin back. So what we can do, we could put a string around this. Lots of different things you could do. But we could take a pin, whether it's another Dalmatian pin or another one that princess of yours in your life would like, and we can pin that baby right on there in place. Right? There you go. So, what a perfect birthday gift, right? You wrap that up, she opens it up, wow, or he, whichever, perfect. I'm going to do the second one. Sorry for the delay there. We've got our speaker. Put the other one on here, and we've got some fun Cinderella pins to go in this one. Cinderella. Okay, that's cool. This little set here had both a teapot and a mouse. They went together, right? We definitely have a villain here that we could use. I think we'll put this bigger one down here, the fairy godmother in it. Isn't this fun? This is a flipper pen. See, it spins. It's got her in color there and outline there. She can sit in here really well. And we could choose what we like here, right? I think we're gonna go with these two. So here's Cinderella in gold from a castle pin. And then here she is. This is a Cinderella that's actually a pin that magnetizes to other pins like it. And I guess we don't fit that one in here this time. I could move these around to do that, but I don't think it's really necessary. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to change this one up, put it here. And I'm going to fit Cinderella. I think she'd like that pretty princess pin there. How awesome is that? Pretty cool, right? So there's two that we did in a matter of what, 15 minutes? I'm also going to just show you a few more here. We had pre-done this Lion King box. I want to show you this because this one I had done the cork on both sides. These Lion King pins, if you notice, these were from our unboxing the other day. If you watched that video. If you didn't, go watch it. It's pretty fun. These are pins from that. We put those in here in this Lion King case. This here, you could put another note tag or whatnot, but I'd stay away from putting pins here against these pins here. You don't want to scratch these up, right? But if you were doing flatter things like Post-it notes or the keys, then you could do this and get the use of two sides. Pretty awesome. Another one we have here is Stitch. So these were just 2 pins of Stitch I had extra. Put those in there. And then these are Stitch also that we did the other day in the unboxing, an unboxing Johnny and I did, where we got some train pieces with Stitch. And then here's some more Stitch pins. So you can see that you could put these on your shelf in your library and make a library of your Disney pins, or give them as gifts. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Gives you some ideas, inspires you. And also, you know, whether it's Spider-Man, whatever other movie you might have, maybe there's something with Hello Kitty. I know Hello Kitty comes out with a lot of pins and whatnot. All different ideas. Be creative. All right, guys, so we're going to show you our finished project from today. So here's Cinderella. Here's the 101 Dalmatian gift. Here's the Lion King with the 2 sides. And here's the Stitch set we put together. We really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please be sure to subscribe so that you're notified of our future videos. Thank you for joining us. Have a good one.